again to my vinyl channel. It's not just a vinyl channel. I will in the future be discussing Blu-rays and DVDs as well. Video nasties I love. The old Italian horrors, the 80s Italian horrors, 70s Italian horrors, things like that. 80s horrors in general, gotta love them. Anything cheesy, even Charles Band, things like that. But at the minute we're talking about vinyls anyway, so this is my top 10 debut hip hop / rap albums of all time. Now, I'm not going to put them in any particular order, it's just going to be my top 10 of all time debut hip hop albums. The first one I'm going to be talking about, I don't actually own on vinyl. It's the only one I don't own on vinyl yet. I plan to get it in the future. And it is D12 Devil's Night. It's a real special edition, which includes a bonus disc including Shit on You, Words of Weapons, These Drugs, and a CD-ROM. But it's a double album. The CD comes on the double album. One CD containing the bonus tracks. There's a bit of the artwork in there. I'll take out a little insert. Well, I'm sure most of you are familiar with D12. It is the band with Eminem, Bizarre, Proof, Conniver, Con Artist. What else we got? I'm forgetting someone, I think. Swifty, that's it. Swifty McCreary. How could we forget him? This is what you're getting in the book. There's Proof, one of Eminem's best friends growing up. I believe he was killed, from what I remember. Eminem grieved quite badly over him. Bizarre. Now this character, he's a funny guy, man. I love his lyrics, love his flow. Everybody's got to love a bit of Eminem. The early Eminem more so for me, to be honest, but you know, like the first 3 or 4 albums Eminem, and this early D12 shit. That's a book. Get a little postcard. Standout tracks on here for me got to be Purple Pills, not the Purple Hills Man version. Fuck that shit. I don't get down with the Purple Hills. I like the Purple Pills version. The lyrics are much better, they flow much better, they actually sound like they mean something. Purple Hills just sounds like a bunch of gibberish to me, you know. Some more standout tracks to me is, let's see, I ain't listened to this one for a while. Nasty Mind with Bizarre, that's what is on your nasty mind. Don't you wanna get fucked from behind? That's some good shit, man. Blow My Buzz. Yeah, some good ones on here, man. Shit Can Happen. That's a good track. But anyway, that's one of my, not in any particular order like I say, but that is one of my top 10 debut rap albums, hip hop albums. The next one I'll be talking about is on vinyl. It's where it all started basically, and it is NWA, Straight Out of Compton. Classic album. Some classic tracks on this one. I'm sure most of you have heard Straight Out of Compton and Fuck the Police. I mean, they're the standout tracks. just a standard black vinyl, so there's nothing interesting to show you there. But no inserts. This is where it all happened though. The standout tracks for me are Straight Out of Compton, Fuck the Police, Compton's in the House as a classic track, man. We've got you know the people in here: Dre, Yella, Easy, MC Ren, Ice Cube, all the good 80s and 90s artists. This album obviously being the 80s, and that's NWA Straight Out of Compton. That's one of my top 10 debut rap and hip hop albums. Next is another band. This is from I think about 94, and this is the WuTang Clan. Enter the WuTang, 36 Chambers. This is a fucking killer album, man. This one slays for me. This is up there, man. Some good tracks on this. I used to bop this when I was a youngster, you know. I think with a standard black vinyl. Yep, standard black, nothing interesting. The standout tracks on 36 Chambers, let's see. Cream, I love doing that on karaoke. I love a bit of Cream. Can It Be All So Simple? That is a killer, come on. Can it be all so simple now? Bring the Ruckus. Bring the motherfucking Ruckus, man. That is another classic. It's classic song after classic song on this album, to be fair. It just hits hard, you know what I'm saying? It just sounds like it's from the streets at the time, telling a story, and they got a story to tell. That's a WuTang Clan. Next I'm going to talk about, these are in no particular order by the way. I haven't put them in order of how I've got them in order on the shelf. I'm just doing them randomly at the minute. I'm just trying to keep shit random, you know. But the next up is, I'm gonna pick, not many of y'all have heard of this probably, Necro. He is a classic underground artist. I Need Drugs, Necro, that's his Uncle Howie. An actual genuine smackhead, overdosed. He's got him in the video shooting up and shit like that, smoking crack. This album is hard. Psychological Records. He's produced, this is a great debut album, man. It's a double vinyl, just your standard black vinyls, but double vinyl. Standout tracks for me is Oh Blow, that is a good one. I Need Drugs, that's the first Necro track I actually ever heard, is I Need Drugs. If you know, it was LL Cool J's I Need Love, that's the hook basically, but it's much more fucked up. Your Fucking Head Split, that's a classic one. Get On Your Knees, featuring Dionne Warwick. Well, not featuring Dionne Warwick, sampling Dionne Warwick, you know. But it's a good one. Necro, I Need Drugs. He's also sticking with a white rapper theme, because he's a white rapper. We have Eminem. This is the expanded edition of the Slim Shady LP. It's triple vinyl. Yep, triple vinyl. It includes, on the extra tracks, it includes, where is it? Hazardous Youth acapella version, Get You Mad, Greg acapella version, Bad Guys Always Die from the Wild Wild West soundtrack, Guilty Conscience the radio version, Guilty Conscience the instrumental, On the other flip side, we got Guilty Conscience acapella edited. My name is instrumental. Just don't give a fuck acapella. Just don't give a fuck instrumental. So that's what you're getting on the extras bonus disc if you're buying the expanded edition. Which I was definitely love Eminem. Love Eminem's early works. This is what you're getting, man. Let's take that out for a minute. Gotta love that mummy, man. I don't think these vinyls are coloured. I'll just check. Nah, standard black. Standard black vinyls. There's 3 of them, like I say, it's a triple vinyl. It also comes with this awesome poster. It's a huge poster as well. And I'm holding it the wrong way. But that is the poster you get with it. Awesome poster, some awesome artwork. And that is what you get with the Eminem Slim Shady LP. Some of the standout tracks for me on the Slim Shady LP are Guilty Conscience. That one I always loved. Not the radio edit version, that shit's weak, man. The unedited version on here, which unfortunately don't include the hook for some reason. Never knew why. The radio edit includes the hook, you know, but this one doesn't. My Fault, classic story about him overdosing a female friend on mushrooms by accident. Rock Bottom, we all felt like that shit sometime, and that shit is good track. Come On Everybody, that's a bouncing track, man. So that's Slim Shady LP, one of my top 10 debut rap and hip hop albums. Next up, I think we shall go for Out of the WuTang Clan. This is my, I know it says I'm not gonna number my albums, but this is my number 1 hip hop and rap album of all time. Raekwon, the chef, only built for Cuban links. This one is just the best, man. So standard vinyls, double vinyl. So just a double standard black sleeve. But features Ghostface Killah, another classic artist from the WuTang. I mean, I like all the WuTang guys, man. They just slay. But Raekwon is my favourite, I'm not afraid to say. There's some classic tracks on this. Knowledge God is one of my favourites. Can It Be Also Simple, a remix, which Can It Be Also Simple, you remember I says featured on the 36 Chambers. Ice Cream, there's some good ones on here. Rainy Days, Criminology. It's just banger after banger on this album, to be fair. It's Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban Links, my favourite rap debut hip hop album of all time, and in my top 10 obviously. Next, seeing as though we've mentioned him, I'm going to talk about my other one, out of the WuTang Clan again, Ghostface Killah, Iron Man. This is featuring Raekwon and Capadonna. There we go. There's Ghostface, there's Capadonna, there's Raekwon. This is the back. It's a gatefold sleeve, which I always like. I enjoy gatefold sleeves. Has that extra layer of art in there and everything. What we got in there? We got his thanks. basically, and the track listings. That's about it. It's your standard black vinyl again. It's a double vinyl. Some of the standout tracks for me are, let's see, Assassination Day, Iron Maiden, All That I Got Is You. That's a good track, man. Motherless Child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. That's an awesome track. Yeah, they're the standout tracks for me, but same as with Rake one, this one just has track after track, which is a banger. This album slays hard. Ghostface Killah, he's just got, he's got the rhymes, he's got the right, it's all the samples, you know the WuTang samples, WuTang kind of guy samples. It's like what a RZA kind of does. It's all like the Shaolin sort of movies, the Kung Fu movies from the Shaw Brothers. But so yeah, that's Ghostface Killah, Iron Man. Next up, I think we'll talk about another random one. We'll talk about, how could we not have Snoop Doggy Dog? You gotta have the Snoop man. The man is a G. The man is a PIMP. This is Snoop Doggy Dog, Doggy Style. This album takes me back a long way, man. But speaking of the old Slim Shady one, that was one of the early ones that got me into rap. You know, the Slim Shady LP. This is double vinyl. It is standard black, so I'm not going to show you it. But, some of the standout tracks is Gin and Juice. You can't beat Gin and Juice. That always kicks, especially when you're in a party mood. Gin and Juice, you know. Who Am I? What's My Name? All My and All My Bitches. Yeah, somebody give a fuck. Murder Was the Case, another great one. It's Death Row Records, produced by Suge Knight, of course. And Snoop Dogg doesn't need any explaining, man. Y'all know Snoop's flow. This is, again, one of my top 10 debut albums. Let's stick to the theme of Snoop. An album featuring a lot of Snoop is Dr. Dre The Chronic. Again, this had to be included. This is one of the early ones where it started. You know, it kicked off that G-Funk sort of thing. The G-Funk sound for me. This was the first sort of G-Funk sound. Again, this album takes me back. It is a double LP. But again, no colour here, just your standard black vinyls. So what we're showing you then. But Dr. Dre, The Chronic. Can't beat Dr. Dre's The Chronic. Nothing but a G thing. Love that track. Just a banger. So Bleep. I'll be a good boy. With a gun. There's some skits in here which I was never as keen on the skits in this album. Not all of them. Some of them was cool, but overall this album kicks for a debut album, and considering it's pretty much where it started, it holds up to this day. It's Little Girl Boy, that is a good track as well. Dr. Dre, The Chronic. And my final album, which no one's probably heard of again, it's again affiliated with the WuTang Clan, sort of an affiliation. It's My Lansky and Joe Mafia featuring Napoleon. It's produced by the RZA out of the WuTang Clan. It is Syndicate. by Mylansky and Joe Mafia. I don't know, many people probably haven't heard this album. Similar style to Wu-Tang, it's got that laid back sort of. I always found like the West Coast, like G-Funk, like Dre and everything, used the sort of funk samples from the 70s. I find the Wu-Tang sort of uses a lot more soul samples, I think, to be honest. It's got a lot more of a soul sort of sound, a laid back sort of sound, rather than a party sound, but it still hits hard, man. That's the back. Some nice cigars in a humidor there. I might even show my cigar collection at some point, you never know. Depends how it goes, depends if there's any interest. If there is, let me know. If not, I probably won't bother, but we'll see. This is a double album again. Your standard black vinyls. So nothing to see. Some of the standout tracks on this for me are, there's a lot of good standout tracks on this. VA Cats, Fug War, The Golden Sands, Where Was Evan, Ice Age, Weary Eyes. Yeah, there's some good tracks out here too. And that's featuring Joe Mafia, Mylansky and Napoleon, produced by the RZA. And that is a final of my top 10 debut rap albums. I hope you've enjoyed this video. For my next video I'm going to be talking about my top 25 artists of all time, and I shall also be discussing one album chosen chosen by me not randomly, but you know, I'll give it a think over and choose an album by each artist, and I'll be discussing each artist that's my favourite artist and an album by them. I hope, I know some people have said the volume's a bit low on this, so I'm hoping to get a microphone in the future which should help stop it being so quiet. I hope you've enjoyed the video, I hope you found it informative. If you don't know any of them artists, go check them out, man, because if you like rap, if you like hip hop, you can tell what vibe I'm on. You'll have heard of at least a couple of the artists. Go check out the other albums, man. Go check out some of the albums I've mentioned, because there's some good shit out there, man. Some good shit to discover. Anyway, thank you. Over and out.